Thinking of moving to the Plata Maryland? Well, you are in the right spot because today in this video, we're going to tour two townhome communities. So I'm getting at like 450 and up range. And now that I have my caffeine getting started for the day here from Bean and La Plata, Maryland, we're going to get into that right now. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Brittany Stinney. I'm a realtor proudly serving the DMV area. And what I want you to do right now is go ahead and hit subscribe and turn on those notifications, because on this channel, we're talking all things real estate related to the DMV. And you want to make sure you don't miss out any of these videos. And because today we're talking about La Plata, but tomorrow, who knows where it's going to be next. So make sure you turn on your notifications. And if you have any questions about the video, if you want to see something a little more in depth, feel free to hit me up on my contact. Be happy to talk about your real estate goals. And that could be if you're looking to move or sell in the next 9 days or even the next 90 days. Like, I'm here to help you in any way that I can. So go ahead and hit my contact button below and we can get started. Right now, let's go ahead and take a look at these townhomes and see if this is somewhere you could call home. If you're wondering, is La Plata for you? Especially like if you need to be close to DC or working DC or even in Virginia. So La Plata is actually a little more south than some of the other cities that we've covered on this channel. You are in Charles County, by the way. You're neighboring Prince George's County, but you're in Charles County. So that's going to put you in a different school district than, of course, Prince George's County. There is a benefit too if you need different activities that maybe Charles County doesn't host. You can always check in Prince George's County because you're that close to PG, right? So that's nice. And you're about 25 miles outside of the southeast portion of DC. So think like Audi Field, National Harbor, that's Maryland, but I'm just to kind of give you a frame of reference. The Wharf, that's a better spot, right? In DC. So like that southeast portion, all those things. So that's going to put you about 25 miles from there. From Oxon Hill, Maryland, where National Harbor is, that's going to put you a little closer. So you're probably like 17 to 20 miles away from that. Now, if you need to commute to the northeast, northwest portion, that is going to be a little bit of a hike from here. Something to keep in mind, if you do need to commute to DC, you're not near any metros out here, so you're going to need access to a car, possibly a bus, but that's going to be a long bus ride, to be honest, if you're commuting to DC, other parts of Maryland, or even Virginia. You're going to need a car if you need to commute. If you're staying local in Maryland, you should be fine. But again, there's just no metros out here. So that's the one, I think, challenge to living in La Plata. But the price points are better than other parts of Maryland. You're going to get more bang for your buck out here. It is a little quieter to me in La Plata. It can be really nice, right? If you just want to be like near everybody, but kind of away from everybody, La Plata could be your spot. Because they have a lot of things here. You know, you have Target. Like I was just showing you, I was at Bean, a coffee shop, and they have a really good donut spot. No TJ Maxx nearby that I know of. If you follow me for more than 5 seconds, you're going to hear me talk about Mom's Organic Grocery Store and TJ Maxx and Home Goods, because I am a diehard for all of their brands. There is a Mom's Organic Grocery Store probably from where I am in La Plata, maybe like 20 minutes. Might be a little further. Don't quote me on that. I didn't map that out. But you're not too far from Crane Highway and that portion of Crane Highway where there are a lot of different amenities. So that's really nice. Going back to distance. So again, you're about 20 to 25 miles outside of DC. Alexandria, you're going to be about, depending how deep in La Plata you are, but like on the outskirts of La Plata, you're going to be about 19 miles outside of Alexandria and maybe about 25 miles outside of Arlington, Virginia. So that's just to give you a frame of reference if you need to commute to those spots. But if you don't need to commute, again, it's nice because you're close enough where if you want to go out and experience something different, they're right there. Or if you just want to stay home, you can stay here in La Plata because La Plata has plenty to offer. Here we are in our first stop for the day, this beautiful new townhome. Now, what I just found out is this community actually has 2 homes available. They're already ready, so all you have to do is put your key in right after you sign on the dotted line. But this community is ready to go, and I'm going to show you one model. I can't show you both floor plans, but this is going to give you a good idea in terms of the craftsmanship and the overall aesthetic and style of this builder. But this property, you come in from the front door, and let me walk around here with you. So you see right here, you have your front door, and then you're going to walk in and you have this beautiful room right now that's set up as an office, and you have a bathroom here. Now, one of the benefits of this neighborhood and this builder and this community is that you have 3 levels, 3 bedrooms, and you have 4 bathrooms. So 2 full, 2 half baths, including 1 half bath right here. So we're going to take a look upstairs and take a look at the rest of the property. Now, something I'm already loving about this property is just the width of the hallways, as you saw when you're coming in. So what I just did is I just walked up from the first level, and now we're coming up to the main level. They have the fireplace going. It is nice and toasty, and I'm going to swing around so you can see how beautiful this space is behind us, right? Massive island, plenty of space to eat there. And what's really cool too, I'll swing around this way. We come back here, there's like a little nook here that you can use for sitting area. If you have children, this might be good for like a study area for them, or even, I guess you could use that as a little office nook, or plenty of space too if you need to have friends over or need a play area, or really whatever works best for you and possibly you and your family or you and your friends or whomever, right? So I'm gonna swing around so you get a full view of just how wide and how spacious this first floor is. Now, another cool thing about this neighborhood is that they all have 2-car garages. The 2 lots that are available, one is back in the woods, and that one, the wooded area is covered by what's called a tree conservation, meaning you're not going to have any new developments going up behind you. So you're always going to have trees behind you, which is nice if you want privacy. And the reason that tree conservation is important is because if it's protected by that, again, nobody's going to knock it down. You're not going to have new construction going up in like a few years because those trees are protected. Both of the units that are still available are both in units. So that's another benefit. And I don't even know that if I told you all the price, but I mentioned earlier we're starting in the $450 range. This community is actually less than that. They're starting in the $430 range. So this could be a great bang for your buck. All of these properties are just a little bit shy of 2,000 square feet. They are, as you can see from around me, they're huge. Like if I were to run across the hallway, well, I'm not gonna do sprints because I kind of have on boots and I don't want to mess up the floor, but meaning there's plenty of space from wall to wall here in these units. And you can see behind me, again, how large it is. Now you do have 3 bedrooms. So again, you have that space down there that you can use. The other model that I'm not able to show because they just have one model available, you actually have more of a traditional English basement. So this one, like I just showed you, you walk in on that first level and then you have the direct space and you have a half bath and your garage would be down there as well. And then you come up to this level where you have your main space, right? Now in the second floor plan that they have, you're actually going to enter on the kitchen level and have a basement area. So both of them, you get that basement space, but the entry point is different. This community also has HOA. I believe they said it's a little bit over $100. I want to say she said $140. Don't quote me on that. It might be a little bit less, a little bit more. But they have a mail room, so you don't have to worry about your mailboxes. You have one specific place where you can drop off and pick up your mail. They have a 24-hour fitness, and they also have a clubhouse that you can use if you're renting out to host parties or functions or whatever it is you need. So this community gives you a lot of beautiful things. So it's pretty cool outside. We're not going to go out there right now, but all these properties do have decks. Now, one of the 2 units, you're not going to face your neighbors. Again, you're going to face that wooded area. But on the second property that is still available, you are going to face your neighbors as you see in this model home right here. Now, I gotta be honest, what I love about this is in the kitchen is not only do you have a large island, but you also have a good amount of cabinet space. And so they've gotten very clever too, like as you can see right by the refrigerator, you have some cabinetry. And that might sound very simple, but it's really those details that make a house a home. Cabinet space is important if you're in the kitchen cooking or even just for display. You wanna have a place that you can put your items. You do also have, I'm gonna walk over here. You have a nice closet space right here too that can be used as your pantry if you need that, or for other items. You do additionally, swing back around here, have some cabinet space here as well. So literally you have a ton of cabinets. And then the natural light that's just flooding this property is pretty amazing. So talk about cabinet space. So not only do you have cabinetry here, you have this beautiful window, and then you go over here, you have more by your fridge. You have a good amount down here, as well as right here around the microwave. If you're like me, I'm not a huge fan of having microwaves right over the stove. I prefer a hood. These don't come with a hood. However, you probably could put one in here, but your microwave would need to go elsewhere, and it might be able to fit in the pantry or somewhere else, the cabinet space. You do also have on the island cabinet space down here. So if you're super fancy and you don't like your microwave over your stove, I've seen some where they actually, do like a space down here. You want to talk to a contractor about this, or someone who does this, but to see if maybe you can fit your microwave here. And that's only if you want to move your microwave. You don't have to. It's perfectly positioned right here. I just mentioned that because I love a good hood in the kitchen, and I just feel like these ventilators or whatever they're called, the vents, they don't do as well to me personally. But you know, drop in the comments, do you feel the same way, or am I crazy with that? Maybe it's just like a pet peeve of mine. Currently in our house, we have a situation like this. So the other thing too about this island that I want to point out, because some people love this, some people don't. This island you have your sink here and your dishwasher. And the reason I point that out is because some people prefer to have the sink on this side. So I think the way the setup is in this property, this works very well, especially if you have people over, if you're kind of cooking, whatever, cleaning. You can still be doing things here while people are sitting and talking, and you're still like conversing with everybody. So, and this, if you're a parent, you know, like how kids around dinner time, they just go a little cuckoo for Cocoa Puff. I don't really know what's up with that, but this allows you the opportunity to kind of keep an eye on anybody if, you know, you're in the sink and doing things and you're cooking over here on your massive island. I mean, honestly, I feel like I could lay across that island. So you have a ton of space in this kitchen. And again, the natural light here is amazing. Follow me long enough, you know I love natural light. Like, I have to have it. I lived in Alaska for 3 years, and even though I'm no longer in Alaska, I feel like I have slight PTSD from the darkness there, and I just have that natural light. So this one hits all the boxes in terms of natural light. I was getting ready to leave the kitchen, but I have one more feature I want to show you. So your appliances are actually Samsung appliances. I have had Samsung appliances before, and I think they're great. This refrigerator, it's actually pretty sleek, because you know how most have like the handle right here? This one does not. It's tucked away. I'm kind of jealous. And it's very spacious. The reason I say I'm jealous is because if you've seen any of my videos, you've seen car seats, so you know I'm a mom of little ones, and I feel like this is not as accessible to those little hands, and I like that. And it also just keeps the fridge looking less dingy, because you know, like the handprints all go on the handle, right? So if it's tucked away, like, that's nice. It's the simple things, but it makes a difference. And then you do have, I know I've actually had a client say they have to have this on their fridge, or they weren't buying the house or the fridge because of it. So you have your ice and water maker here. And again, you have your handle tucked away here. And just to give you like an understanding of space, it's very large. Now, if this fridge is not large enough for you for some reason, you do have a 2-car garage. So if you wanted to maybe take this one out and put this in the garage and add something different, if you wanted to lose those cabinets, you could, to add a bigger refrigerator or whatever fits your fancy. But honestly, the space, what's already included in here, is pretty nice. And again, all your appliances are Samsung, so that's going to include your microwave. These are gas stoves. As you can see, a lot of people love gas over electric, so that's nice. Oh, that's nice. Oh, that's nice. It's kind of like the skillet feature right here. I love that. So you have 5 eyes total, and your oven and everything here. And then your dishwasher is also Samsung. So these come standard in this property. What do you think? If you've had Samsung appliances before, let me know if you love them as much as I do in the comments. What do you think? So we're going to swing over here. I wanted to make sure you saw this beautiful fireplace. Again, comes standard. You can put your TV over it like they have here. You could position your TV differently, but I don't know. In my opinion, this is probably the best place to put it. I think this is going to be your best option if you want one on this main floor. And if you have a larger table, you could probably get even more chairs. So that's really nice for seating. And just the way they have it set up is 8 chairs, and you literally still have enough space for your couch. They have a sitting nook over there, a chair by the fireplace. And the other thing I just wanted to point out, because I was just realizing when I was looking at the sitting options, is that, again, small details that make a difference. You have outlets all over here. So there's at least 10 outlets on your floor and on your walls. Actually, there's like 15. There's like 15 plug outlets here. So you might think that's crazy, but when you need an outlet, it's nice to know they're there. So I pointed that out because sometimes at some properties, like, it's hard to find an outlet. You're like, oh my gosh, I need to plug this in. You have to do an extension cord and all the things. Nobody wants to do that. I'm also going to point out you have crown molding all around, which is gorgeous and makes the house look very elevated. And then up here, there's a little bit of a glare, but you have recessed lighting up top. Now with this model, you don't have recessed lighting up here, but you do have excellent lighting. They have it in the fan feature, but you can easily add recessed lighting if you do want more over here. And then again, as I was talking about with the natural light, it just shows you how many windows. Actually, let's do a window count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll count that as 6. and then you have your door 7. If you want to count the little one at the top, that's 8. 8 windows on this one level, tons of natural light just flooding in your property. So just imagine yourself in this kitchen getting ready for the day. Space, you have, if it's a cold day like it is today, you have the fireplace going, you have your half bath over here if you need to, spruce up yourself for the rest of the day. And I don't know, what do you think? Could you move in here and call this home? So fun fact, I feel like when I'm making these YouTube videos, no matter how much I prepare and everything, something always goes a little whatever. So for example, today my little stabilizer, even though I charged it, is not working today. So we're gonna work with it. So I apologize if the angles are a little off today. But if you grew up watching sitcoms, you remember at the end, some of those would have the bloopers at the end where we all just crack up laughing because we see with the actors and actresses where they kind of fumble and make mistakes. Well, I include those on my video. So if I have any for the day, which is 99.9% likely that I will have a blooper of some sort of the day, I add those to the end of my video for your viewing pleasure, because what is life if we don't laugh at ourselves? So anyway, let's get back to this tour. We're gonna walk upstairs now. So again, you have the kitchen area here, and we're walking up these beautiful stairs. I'm not gonna look at the camera because I'm not one of those people who can multitask while walking upstairs. But we're gonna walk up to this level, and I can already tell you it's very spacious. So a lot of times, a lot of the townhomes that we've viewed, in my opinion, they should have had another light in this hallway. I'm not sure why there's not one there going down the stairs. But a lot of the townhomes that we've viewed, they have these long, narrow hallways, which is nice. But this one's a different layout, and I actually kind of like this. It makes it feel, to me, just more like a more single family kind of layout, single family home layout that you often see. And so I'm going to swing back here, and you have the first full bath. And let's walk over here, and you have, I'm going to back in, the first bedroom. And again, tons of natural light. I love that. Now let's take a look at what's important, right? The closet size. And actually, this first room that I'm showing you is the primary bedroom. So the light is not working in my favor, but I did want to show you the closet space. So you can see how large it is. It is a good size. This is your only closet in this bedroom. So women, I know sometimes we like our space. If this is not enough for you, hopefully it is. Hopefully this is enough space. But if it is not, or if maybe you don't want to share, if there's someone else in the room with you, you can kick them out and have them go across the hall to one of your other rooms. But now the way they have it set up too in this primary bedroom, you see they even have a nice little sitting chair here, and then you have your bed over here. And I believe this looks like a queen to me, but there's still enough space. If you did want to add a king, you could. And I'm just going to swing around here so you can see that there's still plenty of space. So the end of your bed is right here, and then you swing over here. And so I just want to show you there's plenty of space right here. It's not cramped at all. And they have a full dresser right here with the TV. And what we're going to do now, we're going to walk over here to your primary bathroom. Make sure the lights are on. I need to change the light bulb. As you can see, it's a very large space, right? And you have your shower right here. Now, again, because these are move-in ready homes, you're not able to do any additional upgrades. So if you're wanting a bathtub in your primary bedroom, you're not going to have that in this, but there's one other full bath in here right down the hall. You can easily jump in that if you need a bathtub feature. All right, so now we're going to walk out of the primary bedroom, and again, you have full bath right here, and we're going to just walk across the hall and go to our our 2 additional bedrooms. So again, this is a 3-bedroom townhome. So the first one, I'm just going to walk over here, and you're going to see it's a very large space. Great for a bedroom if you have other additional family members, or if you need a guest room, or even if you want office space upstairs. And there is a closet. This is not a walk-in, but still a good space. And then we're just going to walk around over here, and we're in our third bedroom. This closet is going to be very similar to your last one that I just showed you. Keep it open because my stabilizer isn't working, so I'm holding my phone. But you see, they're deep. They're not walk-in closets, but they are deep closets. So yeah, so those are your 3 bedrooms here upstairs on the top level. All right, so what I just realized is we haven't found the laundry room yet, and that's important, right? So here, let's see what's behind door number 1. I'm pretty sure this is the linen closet, and it is. So there's a nice space right there. And door number 2, pretty sure this is the laundry. It is. So you have your space. Most builders are not going to have a washer and dryer added in. So that's something you're going to need to add in, but they are going to give you a washer and dryer hookup like this one. So this is nice. You're going to have to do stackable washer and dryers in this unit. Rather than the side-by-side features. But you have a nice closet right here, and what I love about where it's located is it's on the top floor. You see, because you have your rooms here, and your primary room, just to give you a frame of reference, is right here. So rather than walking up and down flights of stairs with your laundry, it's right here. You can easily put it away to the bedrooms, or if you have kids, have them put it away, right? But if you are curious to see townhomes that do have a little more space upstairs or just a different layout, again, make sure you have your notifications on, and put that little thing, put that on, so that way each time I have a new video that comes out your way, because we're talking about all things real estate. And we're also talking about single family homes on this channel. So if you want to see more single family homes or different area, tell me in the comments, what is it that you're looking for to see more of on this channel, or just in general? What would you like to see? And of course, if you want to see it, like the full scope of it, the best way to do that is to see it in person. So hit my contact. We can set up a day and time to talk about your real estate goals and see how we can make this property or another property your new home. Now I'm entering the primary bedroom from a different vantage point, and I just wanted to show you to give you a better understanding of the space of it. And what I love too, if you look up here, you have these beautiful tray ceilings, and these are actually all come with not only just the light but a fan, which might sound simple, but not all builders do that with their features or with their properties. So very large. And if you forgot where the closet was, it is right around here. So that's your closet space. And then I'm going to swing around here. That's where your bathroom is, right there. Okay, now that we've taken a look at the property, what I wanted to show you is the width of the street splits. Again, may sound simple, but these details matter. So if you look back here, even with the snow, these streets are very wide. And that's important too, because if you're parking on the like during those communities where you have to there's another car coming, you have to pull up to the side just so both of you guys can fit through and go opposite directions. I kind of hate that, but you're not going to find that here. These streets are very wide, very easy to navigate, so that makes the community have a good vibe overall. Now here's a bonus. At the beginning I said we were only going to talk about townhomes, but actually in the second community they have a single family home available as well. So how can we come this close without showing you that? And the reason why I want to show you that is because if you're looking at these townhomes and you're like, I love them, they give a lot of space, but I just need a little bit more, this might be a better fit for you, because again, this is a single family home and it is going to be priced a little bit higher, but still very reasonable compared to other areas in Maryland, and especially if you're coming from DC or Virginia. So that is a bonus, and make sure you stay tuned for that, because that's going to come at the end after we review this next townhome. All right, y'all, so I kind of lied. I was going to show you their single family homes in this community, but there are literally 5 models in that community, so we'll be here all day. If you want to check those out, be sure you check out my video, because I'm just making a totally separate video where we're talking about their single family homes, so that way you get a full picture of those homes, because we literally would be here for like 2 hours if I were to show you the townhomes plus the single family homes. But check that out, because again, it's still in the same community, but it's a different vibe. So So let me know your thoughts on that. Here we are in our second townhome community. This is a different builder, and this is the Pine Grove community, so it's totally different vibe from the other one. And there actually are, I believe, 3 models in this townhome community that we're going to view. Now, this neighborhood is much larger than the last one and is still in the development phase. The first neighborhood that we saw is pretty much finishing out, so they're in their closeout phase, so they just have 2 properties left. Remember, we talked about those, but now these, there's still plenty of space. And what's cool about this particular neighborhood is, let's say you have some additional family members who want to live near you, but you don't want them to live with you. If they're looking for like a single family home or even another townhome, there is so much space in this neighborhood that you guys could do it all, right? You can live in the single family home or you can live in the townhome. If you're curious as to what those single family homes look like, make sure you check out my video where I reviewed and walk you through all 5 models that they have available in this community of the single family homes. Those single family homes are starting in the 460 range and going up to the low 6s. So be sure to check those out, and that is if you want some additional space or even if you have some family members who want to live near you, but not quite exactly on you. So this neighborhood, just to give you a different frame of reference, it is very large. I actually just came from the single family homes and I literally had to leave the neighborhood. I drove about 8 minutes through La Plata and came to this townhome community. Once the neighborhood is finished, they are going to have roads through the neighborhood, so you won't have to leave the community to go to the single family side. But currently, because there's so much new construction going up, they have it separate. So that's kind of cool. Again, it's in the development phase, the overall neighborhood, but they have trails. They're going to have a dog park, a community center. I don't know about a pool, but I can find out about that. If you're curious to know about a pool, just let me know in the comments and I can give you that information. But these townhomes do have a single car garage. The first community, again, had 2 car garage. So this is going to have a single family garage, but they also have driveways and ample street parking for your friends and guests who come and kick it with you, right? All right, so we're on the first floor in this first property in this community. So this is our second townhome for the day. But here you have your landing. You have 2 sides here, and there's workers down there, so I can't give you the best vantage point, but you can go down the stairs this way, and that's going to be, I believe, your garage area. And then you can also go down this way. There's going to be some additional living space. And then we come up here and we're in your beautiful kitchen. So you have a seating room right here. Currently how they have it set up, you can easily put a kitchen table right here, a study nook, a reading nook, whatever fits your fancy. You're going to swivel around over here, have a large deck space, and then just like with the other property, you have a nice large island with your sink in the island. This one, the ledge is not as deep in terms of seating, but you still have plenty of space to add chairs here. And you have your appliances. Just like in the last house, you have the microwave over the stove and the oven. This one is actually electric, not gas. That might be an upgrade, but you have a great amount of space. Now, the appliances as compared to that first community, this is a little different. These are Whirlpool appliances. Still great. Not as fancy as Samsung, in my opinion. Samsung is a little more techy, but you do have more of that standard handle like I was talking about earlier. And then you have your water and ice feature if that's important to you. So you have a great amount of space. You have your dishwasher right here in your island, a nice deep sink. Beautiful kitchen. So in your kitchen behind me, you come over here and you have your pantry space right there. That is actually one of the smallest pantries I've seen. So if you have a large family, you're probably going to need to get a little creative in terms of where your food goes. You do have so much space here, you probably could add something on this wall to give you more space, but then you also would lose that wall if you want it for decorative purposes. As you can see here, smart home features. Then you swivel around over here, you have your outdoor space, which is actually a very wide deck. And then swivel around here just to show you the full picture. You have, again, your island. And then back here, you have where they're sitting as the dining room area, or as the, the main eating area, and then your family space right there. But the cool thing is, you can set this up however you see fit. Now, right off the kitchen, again, you have your family area over here, or sitting area, and I'm gonna swivel around here, and you have a half bath here on this main level, and that's always nice to have right off the kitchen. It's really cool to have a bathroom right there. So let's take a look upstairs. One thing about townhomes, you're gonna get a workout. Just the activity in terms of going up and down the steps. So walking up our stairs, and you're gonna have 3 bedrooms up here. Right off the stairs, you have your primary bedroom. And here you have your bathroom with 2 sinks, toilet, and your shower. You do not have a bathtub in here. Something you can talk about with the sales representative or your realtor to see if that's an upgrade, if having a bathtub is important to you. But this bedroom is a very large size. You have 2 windows, and then we're going to walk over here, and you have your closet space. And this is large enough to share if you need to, and you have attic space here. All right, so we're leaving out of our primary bedroom. We're just going to walk down this hallway. You have over here, second full bathroom with a bathtub and a shower. Then you're going to walk out here. You have a very large room here. And then you have here, you have a closet, not a walk-in closet, but a good size. And then we're going to leave this room, this beautiful natural light, and just right here, and this is the 3rd bedroom. We just left the bedrooms, right? Come right here, you have your laundry space. So that is nice. You're not trekking laundry up and down. Very easy to wash, fold, put away. So we just came from that first floor, really the main floor, right? And now I'm just going to show you, even though it's still kind of busy down here, I'm going to give you a little peek. This is what I was referring to, the stairs. You go up and over and down, and there's some more living space. This is currently set up as an office space over here, but I believe this is going to be your garage. We are now in the second property in this community, and I'm right by the front door, and there is a very long hallway here, and then it's going to go upstairs. So let's start by walking down this hallway and taking a look to see what that has to offer. So here you have your garage, which currently is being used as storage, but you have your single car garage right here. And walk over here, you have a closet, and you have this beautiful room. Now back behind me, you see you have your deck above us that we're going to go see, and you have your backyard space. Now swivel around here, you have your bathroom. So let's walk in here, but you have your bathroom space here. So this is all just on the first floor, but let's check out upstairs. We are now on the main level. It is gorgeous just walking up. I love the finishes that they did on this wall here and the wall features that they did. This to me, and it might just be the way they have it decorated, but it feels a little more upscale than the first model in this community that we just viewed. But very large space, as you can see. I'm gonna swivel around over here. Your kitchen area. You have the island, just like with the other properties that we've seen today. You also have good enough space for seating. So between your island, so they have 6 chairs here and 3 here. So for eating alone, you can seat 9. Pretty great. Just like with the other property, you have your dishwasher and your large farm sink with some cabinet space down here. Your refrigerator's tucked in the corner, which I think is pretty nice. You have a ton of space here, electric stove, you have your oven. If this is important to you, the first property that we saw had 5, and it kind of had like that skillet situation going here. This has 4, still enough space. Just want to point out there are some differences, and these are Whirlpool appliances. Actually, all the 3 properties that we're going to see in this neighborhood by this builder are going to be Whirlpool appliances. Okay, so swing over here, and we have your large deck area. And then swivel around this way, you have a half bath right off the kitchen, and you have your pantry, which I can already tell, yeah, definitely. This is much deeper and much larger than the other model that we just saw. So in this property, just want to point out, they have recessed lighting. That's important to talk about with your sales rep. I'm guessing it is, but I honestly hadn't asked them yet. So talk that over with them. And this is also a good point to remind you that it's important to have a real estate agent on your side when you're looking at new construction. So go ahead and hit my contact below so that we can get you set up in this new property. And the reason I say that is because often people think, oh, new construction, it's easy, you can get in and just do whatever. It is new construction. It might be, the process might be a little bit smoother than like a resale, but you do still want a realtor on your side advocating for you. Reason being, builders of course are looking out for the builders, as they should, and you need somebody on your side just to make sure everything is in order, make sure you're thinking things through clearly. And that's what your girl, that's what I'm here for, to help you think through that process and make sure you're checking all the boxes in terms of what it is you're looking for and everything is as it needs to be. And also guys, friendly reminder, even with new construction, get an inspection done. Usually most builders are going to offer an inspection, but I would even recommend getting an outside inspection done because they're going to think from like a different angle, right? They're not protecting the builder's pocket, they're protecting yours. So that's why it's important to get a home inspection done in addition to what the builder's going to offer. And go through that property and mark it out with blue tape and all the areas that need to be improved. Now, another point I want to point out about new construction as we head upstairs is that these properties are going to settle. So you're going to see the house like shift when you're in it. Most new construction properties give you the opportunity where they come back in a year to see if there's anything that needs to be updated, fixed, or changed. So make sure you talk to your realtor as well as your sales rep to get an understanding of what the warranty is, what does it include. But usually most builders include your appliances for like a year and the structural for like 10 years and other issues like 3 years. And don't quote me that. Every builder's a little different, but sometimes there's some levels of standardness, I just made that word up, in terms of what builders offer to maintain the integrity of your home. All right, so right off the stairs, we come directly here to your primary bedroom. And I'm just gonna swing around. You see lots of natural light. Here you have your bathroom, dual sinks, and you have a nice large shower. Now, of course, we gotta talk about closet space, right? I'm a female, that's what we do. Come over here, you have a nice deep closet. You have attic space up here, and you have a nice deep closet. From the primary bedroom, we're just going to walk down the hallway. Now, right down the hallway, you have your bathroom here. And again, that's your primary. Here you have your laundry space, just like in the other properties. I'm not going to go too into depth with that. And you're going to swivel around and you have bedroom number 2 and bedroom number 3. Great spaces. The closets are pretty similar to the other one. Again, this room to me is small, just like with the property we just viewed. You definitely get a double, a queen, and a full in here. Not a king. That's gonna be too tight. But they have it set up as an office. Oh, that's kind of funky. They have a step here. I'm sure there's a reason for that, but so you have a step here. Could be nice if you have little ones who need some space or need some help reaching, but they come with that standard builder rack that I personally hate. But you can easily change out your closet system to make it fit what it is you're looking for. Okay, so we're in our third bedroom, and it's similar to the other one. I think this is a queen size bed. You have large windows, and then your closet. There you have it. What I like about this neighborhood compared to the other neighborhood is that these lots have large front yard space. You actually don't have good backyard space, and that might vary depending on where exactly you decide to build your property and things like what that lot layout looks like. But I like that you do have yard space here, and I personally love the design and the overall aesthetic of the exterior part of the property. Like the other neighborhood, you also have very wide streets here too, so that's nice. All right, so we're in our last property of the day. This is property number 4 in our second community. And right here by the front door, I'm gonna swivel around. You have a nice large room here. Well, they have it situated as like a sleeping area, like a family room, but you can make this whatever you want to. Here, you're gonna have your HVAC and your major systems. And then this door right here is going to lead you to your single car garage. And then we're going to swivel around here and go upstairs. I also want to show you right here, you have man's smallest closet. Just kidding. But it's a coat closet. It's on the narrow side. So if you need more space, you're probably going to need to think creatively in terms of how you use this. You could, if you need to make like a dedicated mudroom space. There's not a ton of space here, but you might be able to make it work somewhere back here. If you need to, you might be totally fine with the setup. But just to kind of give you a view of the garage, please keep in mind, it is new construction, so they got stuff in here. So this is your garage. I'm a little perplexed because this actually looks like a 2-car garage. I think it is. So there might be some differences in terms of the model if you can get a 1-car garage or a 2-car garage. I mean, this is gonna be snug, but I don't know, what do you guys think? I'm looking at the width of that door and I definitely think you can get 2 cars in here. So, something to think about. Just as with the other properties, you do have pantry space right here. So, a good size. Whirlpool appliances. I'm not going to go too far into depth over this because it's identical to the other ones that we've seen in terms of the amount of cabinet space and the setup and the restaurant. Well, look at that. I still talked about it. And you have everything you need here. And then you have your sitting area. And you can set this up however you want. Now over here, what they have is set up like a kind of like a sitting room or family space. You also have, right before you go up the stairs, you have a half bath right here. Guess what? More stairs. So we're gonna go up to the final floor of this video tour today of these townhomes in Plata Maryland. So drop in the comments, let me know your thoughts. What did you like the best? Did you have a property that you love and you could call home? Or are you thinking, I kind of want to see some more? Drop that in the comments. We're not done yet, so stay tuned. Let's take a look at this floor. And this is a totally different layout than the other floor. But let's start off here. So I just came up the stairs. You have your full bath, 1 sink right here, shower, bathtub, and you have linen closet for your towels and everything. You do have attic space here, bedrooms 2 and 3 here. Okay, so then you swing over here, very similar to the other bedrooms, right? And again, they're showing you, this is a full. So they show you the size that you can get in here. And now if you don't need to use all these bedrooms because they're set up as bedrooms, you can use them as office spaces, workout spaces, craft spaces, I don't know, whatever you feel like doing, dog grooming spaces, whatever works well for you, you can set that up. This layout is a little differently set up in terms of the rooms being located a little further away from the primary. So I like that. It just gives a little more separation. You do have a closet right here for your washer and dryer space. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna walk over here and you have your primary bedroom. The way they had the primary bedroom, it's really beautiful, light, bright, and airy. King size bed, and you have enough space here. You see it's not too crowded. You have a nice large dresser here, and they have it set up with a mirror. If you prefer a TV in your room, there's easily enough space on this wall. Beautiful windows, 2 windows total, but technically you count that as 3, so that's a large window. Over here, you have your closet space, which is, of the closets we've seen, this is a little bit on the smaller side, but with the right system, like if you go to like a closet store or IKEA or wherever, you can set this up so it works a little more functional. And here you have your primary bathroom. So just like with the other ones, you have 2 sinks, the toilet right here, and your shower, which is a nice spacious shower. But overall, this bedroom is spacious. You have your ensuite bathroom, just like with the other primary bedrooms, and then you're not far from the other bedrooms here on this property. Compared to some of the other townhomes I've viewed on my channel and even the ones we talked about today, this primary bedroom is large. It doesn't have what I like in some of the other townhomes and like the tray ceiling. It's still very tall and it feels like it has good depth, but I personally love the tray ceiling, especially in the townhomes, because it just makes the room feel larger and gives it a little more like in sophistication. Not to say this room isn't sophisticated and classy, because it is. They do have recessed lighting here, but I personally just love the tray ceiling. So I don't think it's a deal breaker in anybody's book, but wanted to point that out because again, those details, you might not necessarily think about it immediately, but those little details do make a difference in terms of what you call home. So if you want to think about, is that important to me? Do I care? Could I care less? If you don't care, then let's keep it moving. There you have it. We have viewed 4 model homes, 2 different communities, all townhomes, all starting in that mid-4 range. The first community again only has 2 townhomes available, and those are priced in the $430 range. So really great price, move-in ready. You could literally call it your home within like 30 days, if not sooner. So go ahead and hit that contact so we can do that for you. Now, if you're interested in the second community here in Plata Maryland, again, we toured 3 different models. These are starting in the mid-4 range as well. There is some room to do some customization here. They are offering $25K in closing costs, so that's pretty nice. And there is plenty of space. And again, this community is in phase 1 of their development. So the time to buy is now, if you want to call it your home, because those prices are just going to go up each time a new phase is released. This is a very large community, but I literally have seen real estate change in a second, right? It can be from like nobody's buying it, everybody's buying it one time. So if you're curious about it and you feel like this could be just right for what you're looking for, go ahead and hit my contact below so that way we can get you in here and get you locked in with the best rates, the best price, and you could probably be in your home within the next few months. If you have any questions about any of the townhomes we viewed today, or if you want to view it a little differently or even see it in person, by now you should know what to do, right? Hit my contact button. That way we can set up a day and time. We can hop on a virtual chat if that works well for you and try to go ahead and get this process started for you. So let me know your questions. Let me know your thoughts of the properties that we saw today. Which one could you call your home? Do you like property 1, property 2, property 3, or property 4? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Until next time, y'all. See you later. All right, so now, ooh, ooh, ooh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I counted 13 outlets. There might be more. Say that 10 times fast. Whoa.
Huh?
Hated it with a passion. I don't. Yeah.
Huh?